For sure.
A synopsis of what it is and what it's all about?
For sure. So it's from the Iboga shrub, which is from West Africa, Gabon and Cameroon. It's been used a lot ceremonially for centuries. The Bwiti tradition has grown out of the use of this medicine. And, in the jungle, they'll use it for initiation, they'll use it for healing, they'll use it for all the things that medicine is used for. And then in 1962, a heroin addict by the name of Howard Lotsoff was in New York City, and his chemist buddy knew that he would try anything. And he said, "Here, try this Ibogaine." So he tried this Ibogaine, and I guess he was on his way to his psychologist's couch when he took it. And he spent the next day or so on that psychologist's couch, going through this crazy trip he wasn't really expecting. But he came out the other end and he's like, wait a second, I haven't wanted heroin the whole time I've been on this, nor do I want it now. So that's when its anti-addictive properties were discovered. And thankfully, Howard was an industrious kind of guy who then ran with this and knocked on every door he could get somebody to listen to him to try and tout the benefits of this substance. And, that was, like I said, 1962. A lot has happened since then. He formed the Global Ibogaine Therapy Alliance, which came out with some standards of care. I was actually the executive director of GITA, is the short form, recently. And now there are lots of Ibogaine providers in Mexico, for example. It is outlawed in the States. It's Schedule 1 in the States. In Canada, up until May of last year, it was listed as a natural health product. And so it was available within Canada. It wasn't illegal to have, but adverse events happen with Ibogaine. It is potentially dangerous. So it's hard on the heart, potentially. There are ways around that. There are ways of working safely with it. But Health Canada looked at it and they had a decision to make. They could either outlaw it, which thankfully they didn't. Instead, they put it on the prescription drug list because they saw that there is some potential benefit. They'd been in contact with me over 4 years and we had a great relationship, actually. But putting it on the prescription drug list doesn't mean it's immediately available as a prescription. It still needs to go through phase 1, 2, and 3 clinical trials.
Wow.
And thankfully, now that we are working with MAPS, Rick Doblin with MAPS in the States wants to do a phase 1/phase 2 clinical trial with Ibogaine. We need $2 million to make that happen. So I'm glad that there is that path. And on a parallel